Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Now I've picked up a couple of repro Dreamcast games. So these are unreleased Dreamcast games that were basically complete but didn't get released due to some reason or another, which I will explain. So the two games I've picked up are HalfLife and Propeller Arena. Now, starting with Propeller Arena first, I'll just show you the cases. So they look pretty decent. They actually look like proper PAL releases. So I paid a little bit extra. I think it was £2.50 extra to get the PAL case design. But they do look awesome. As you can see there, they pretty much look from the outside like actual releases. Now, they do come with a full colour manual. The manual's nice and glossy on the outside. On the inside, it's just basically printed paper. I don't know how much of this info was intended for an original manual and how much was actually just sort of taken from the internet or whatever. But yeah, fairly decent looking manual. And then we've got, of course, the disc there, which looks pretty decent. So all in all, they look great. They do look, you know, like regular releases. They'll sit nicely on the shelf next to the standard PAL cases. So the reason that Propeller Arena didn't get released was, as you can see from the front cover, which was kind of a bone of contention, as well as the actual game, you've got planes flying over some buildings there, and the game is basically dogfights. You're just dogfighting in various planes, and it was due to be released just after 9/11. So the 9/11 terrorist attacks happened, and they decided that the theme of the game was far too close to what had happened, so they cancelled the game. But it was ready to go. I have played it before, and we will be having a look at a little bit of gameplay of both games shortly. Second game up is Half-Life. Everybody knows Half-Life, Valve release there. Again, looks great. It will sit nicely on the shelf next to the official releases. And yeah, basically this game was basically complete as well. And in fact, Ben Boyd on the Galaxy Sega page was saying that they actually went as far as making a Prima guide to this game, so you can actually find the guide despite the fact that the game was never released. So this one was cancelled basically due to the demise of the Dreamcast, and they just didn't think it was viable to release it. But that kind of is kind of interesting to me, that if you're going to go through all the rigmarole of actually developing the game, surely most of the cost is in the development. So it always baffles me that they don't go the extra mile and just pay for the manufacturer and actually try and recoup some money on the game. But I guess I don't know much about how that works. So again, we've got a nice manual in there, glossy cover, printed pages in there. This version of Half-Life actually comes with a Dreamcast exclusive mission called Blue Shift. And yeah, again, you've got the printed disc there. So yeah, again, very, very nice. They both look absolutely fantastic. So the guy who made these for me is called Gary. I'll leave his email and a link to like a gallery of some of the games that he offers. So he does PAL NTSC cases, he does disc only stuff. So yeah, I think is it Flickr or something, the website? You can sort of peruse some of the stuff he does. But drop him an email. Tell him I sent you and ask him for a full price list of what he does, and this price list is absolutely enormous. So you can get unreleased Dreamcast games, you can get perhaps a game that was released on just NTSC that you'd like a PAL case version of, or by all means, if you have got a particular game that you like Evolution 2, and you don't want to drop £100 on it but you want to play it, get Gary to make you one. One thing I would say, various people make these repro games, and some of them do offer more recent titles like the NG Dev Team games or HuCast games, and I would urge you not to get repros made of those, because it's very harmful to the industry, because these people are still making money and still releasing these games. So all the official releases, Sega are done with those, you know, 15 years ago, so there's no harm done. But the people like NG Dev Team have actually stopped making Dreamcast games due to piracy. So just a quick one there. I would like to say that I would deter people from going down that road. But yeah, as far as official releases or unreleased games like this goes, it's great, and you can get a proper physical copy of those games where you wouldn't be able to otherwise. So yeah, all going well. We're going to have a quick look at some gameplay now. My VGA to HDMI is playing up, so I think I'm going to be capturing this from RGB SCART, so the picture should be okay. But yeah, let's have a little gander at these two games.
Presented by
Okay, here we go with Propeller Arena first, guys. AM2 there, it's always nice to see. Like I said, I have played this briefly at Play Blackpool in, not the one just gone, the one before. So there we go, Propeller Arena Aviation Battle Championship. So yeah, like I said, it's just dogfights and what have you. We'll just do a quick battle just to show you kind of what's what. Okay.
Choose your favorite plane.
We've got various sort of characters and planes here. Let's go with 8-bit beat.
8-bit beat. Choose your favorite battlefield.
We've got various, presumably Tower City there is the offending level, which got it cancelled. So let's go there, in fact, let's go there.
Tower City.
Is that of interest? Yeah, nice little game. It's a shame this didn't get released. You know, poor timing, I guess. I cannot remember the buttons on this at all. So A is shoot there. Can't remember if I can target anyone or not. Oh my god. Yeah, trying to get to grips with these controllers. Oh, I'm supposed to wiggle this. Oh shit. That's a good start. It's a good start. Okay, here we go. I'm not quite sure what these little power-ups do. Go and grab one. Freeze control. There we go. Freeze control, fuck's sake. So my controls froze there. I'm not quite sure why that was happening, but when your controls are frozen, obviously you can't do anything, so I couldn't steer away from the building. Come on, you bastard! Oh! So I'm pretty terrible at this, guys. Do apologise, but I remember at Blackpool it took me some getting used to the controls. Come on, let's go. Hey! Boom! We've got two of the bastards. Let's go up to this blue one. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's pretty much complete. The game's there. It's certainly a shame. Now I can't remember if this is on a timer. Oh yeah, there we go. The time's counting down. So I assume it's whoever's got the most kills when the time runs down. So I'm joint first at the moment. Oh crap. Whoa, that was close. Just try and get a couple more kills in here so I can actually lead. So as far as I can tell, the controls, there we go. The controls are pretty basic. It's just sort of fly around with the analog stick and shoot is A. I don't think there's any other controls unless I'm missing something entirely, which is quite possible actually. Oh, that was close, nearly got him. Still not sure what these blocks do. Oh, do you have to shoot the blocks? Ah. Come on. Hey! Push Y, it's saying. Oh. Okay, I'm first with 6 kills. Nice. Oh my god. Okay, so if you collide with another plane, it looks like you kind of bail out there. I did get a kill for that though, I think. 7 kills. I did say press Y at one point, I'm not sure what that meant. But it looks like I'm going to win. There we go. So I'm not going to bore you too much guys, but that's a little taster of Propeller Arena, and now we're going to jump over to Half-Life. Okay, so here we have a little look at Half-Life guys. Just going to play probably a very brief bit of the first level just to show you what it kind of looks like. So you've got the blue shift, the extra mission that's exclusive to the Dreamcast there, which is interesting. Be keen to see what that's like. And yeah, also quite keen to see how the controller works with a game like Half-Life on the Dreamcast. I heard that the loading times can be somewhat lengthy on this conversion, but nothing that makes it unplayable. So if you're impatient, you might want to give this one a miss, but you know, I grew up in a time when we used to wait half an hour for games to load on the Commodore 64 and the like, so that's no bother for me.
The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times. Inbound from level 3.
Okay, that was another loading screen there guys, which I actually skipped to spare you. But I guess I'm just going to go crack on and skip the intro now, and we'll just crack on into the game.
You will need to return to the central transit hub in...
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protected system for use in hazardous environment conditions. High impact reactive armor activated. Atmospheric contaminant sensors activated. Vital sign monitoring activated. Medical systems engaged. Defensive weapon selection system activated. Mission level monitoring activated. Communications interface online. Have a very safe day.
Okay guys, joining me back after a lengthy intro there. It's all kicking off. Yeah, I've had some time to work out the controls, and also I can see what people are saying about the load times. It's not so much that they're very, very long, but they are very frequent. So basically control-wise, various things on the D-pad, like up on the D-pad is jump, down on the D-pad is crouch. You look around with the analog stick and you move left, right, forward and backwards using the buttons there. I'm not sure what the right trigger does. I think it may be like attack, but I haven't actually got a weapon yet. And left trigger is actually I think like a shift button, so it does various other things, like the D-pad will do different things if you're holding like the shift button down. It's very odd to get used to navigating with the colour buttons and looking around with the analog. It's very, very odd. I don't know if I'll ever get used to that, to be frank. Let's see if we can do anything with Matey Boy here. He did. How do I get out of here? So yeah, right on the D-pad is use. I don't think that's going to let me out. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, right on the D-pad is use. And left on the D-pad I think is use your torch or flashlight if you're in the US, but I don't currently have one. Okay. See if we can get out this way. So yeah, really, really strange method of control. Can I not go through there?
Warning. Vital signs critical. Minor cancellations.
Okay guys, so I actually died there because I don't have a weapon, and I think the right shoulder button is fire, but I didn't have any weapon to actually test that. But yeah, hopefully that's a quick look at what the game kind of looks like. I will say that the control scheme is horrendous. It's much better suited to a PC or a dual analog. The fact you don't have a right analog stick means that you're losing the 4 buttons on the right there, because you have to use those to navigate forwards and backwards, left and right. So yeah, control scheme's not great. There is quite a lot of loading, and yeah, I mean, looks wise it looks quite decent. I think they've done quite well, but yeah, just a shame about the clunkiness of the controls really. So that's it guys, that was a quick look at Propeller Arena and Half-Life, 2 unreleased games for the Dreamcast that are essentially complete. Like I said, I've left a link to Gary's email and his little gallery of what he does in the description, so please go and check him out. Thanks for watching.